This is Mr. Heron again. I wanted to show you how the homework system works so you can not waste time. So here we are. I'm in our Canvas course. I'm going to click on Homework 2.5, which is our first homework assignment. And let me reset it. So there's what you'll see when you come in. 2.5 homework, 19 points possible. Due Sunday, 8/16 at 11:59 p.m. Click Start. And it gives you this message. I'd encourage you to read this carefully and think about what it says. I know we fly over these things. Let me read it. There is a video link at the bottom here. Let me do this. Let me copy it to another thing where I can kind of mark it up as we go. So I want to show you what it says and then demonstrate exactly what it means. So there we go. Okay, what does it say? There is a video link at the bottom of each question which will show you how to do the problem. So there's a video link. Next, exercises are set up so you can try each question 3 times. You get 3 tries in every question. After one failed attempt, if you want to see the answer, you may click Jump to Answer and a key will appear. Click on the key and it'll show you the correct answer, but now you must select Try a Similar Problem to get credit for the problem. Notice you got to redo the whole thing. Or, after one failed attempt, you may try 2 more times on the same question before it marks it wrong. After 3 failed attempts, it will mark it wrong and the key thing will appear. If you miss a problem on the exercises or some parts of a problem and want to improve your score, so if you get it wrong 3 times, you can try a similar problem. It'll give you a new question, same type. You can keep working on it on different versions until you get a perfect score. So you have infinite tries. You have 3 tries on every version. And then you can try 3 more on a different version. After getting a problem correct, you may redo it again with different numbers and it won't mess up your score, is what that basically says. Let me show you. So let me show you all this. We go, all right. So now at this point, don't click down here. Let me take another picture of this screen and show you something else not to do. Come down here. Okay. So don't click that. That will jump. That's the next button for the Canvas course. That'll jump you from assignments down to grades or something like that. That's jumping you through. Don't use these navigation buttons when you're in the homework system. Use these. These are the homework navigation buttons. Navigation. There we go. These buttons. They may move you to the next problem. Don't use these guys. This will move you along in Canvas and jump you right out of the assignments, right out of the homework into to seeing what your overall grade is. It'll get you totally confused. So again, don't use those. Don't use these guys at the bottom. Use these guys when you're in the homework system. All right, let's go back to it. So I'm going to push up here. Boom. There's the first question. All right. So let me copy it for us on over where I can write on it again and show you what's up with this thing. Okay. There we go. All right, so I can write on it now. What is it saying? Well, it's saying there's 2 different solutions, blah, blah, blah. There's the question. Well, how do you solve that thing? How do you solve it? Well, let me show you the, let me go back and just do it wrong. First off, yeah, let me just go back and do it wrong first off. What if I say, oh, okay, I think I know the answer. I think it's 4 and 6 or 5, whatever. Submit the question. I just hit submit. It goes wrong, wrong. Both are wrong. See how it says 0 of 1 points. Let me copy this and bring it over for you. So it was not too happy with me. It said I am most definitely wrong. There we go. So you see the things that it's saying here. It's saying score on last try, 0 of 1 points. So it's wrong, wrong. Both are wrong. And there's the video link. That's what's going to mainly help you. Click on that video link. It's me or it's James Sousa, usually James Sousa. Videos I got off the internet showing you how to do a problem just like this one with different numbers. I'll probably do that in a minute. But anyway, so you look at this, you go, I don't know, how do I do this? You could click Jump to Answer, and it'll show you the right answer right now. And then, or you could say, give me another one. Try a similar one. It'll change the numbers. you could jump to the next question. But if you want to stay on this one, you can ask for a new one. Now, you have 2 more tries. It says you can retry this question below. Remember, you have 3 tries, that description said, in every problem. You can guess it at this again. So let's go back. We could say, all right, okay, let me try a different number. Maybe it's 6 here and -3 there. Yeah, that's it. Submit. Wrong. Okay, I have 1 more try. Now at this point, it probably wise. You know what? I'm going to watch that video. Click on the video. A video opens up. You push play. It's a 5-minute video, notice. It's slowly loading. This one's going to be by James Sousa. He does most of them. He's excellent.
We want to solve the given quadratic equations by factoring. Notice all the equations are in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 6, or the factors of c that add to b. And since 2 quadratic equation. And then looking at the second example, again, then x plus 2 must equal 0, or the factor x plus 4 must equal 0. And now we solve these 2 equations for x. So we'll subtract 2 on both sides here. We have x equals -2, or subtract 4 on both sides here. We have x equals -4. These would be our 2 solutions to the quadratic equation. And then looking at the second example, again,
that's probably enough. All right, let's go back then. Back to the question. Okay, I get it now. All right, let me go back over here and say, oh, okay. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe at this point, I'm just going to jump to answer. Show me what the answer is on this one. Jump to answer. It says, oh, if you do that, that'll be the last of your tries. Okay, yeah, whatever. Show me that. Now, see those 2 keys? Let me copy it. It just appeared. Let me bring it over here where I can write on it and you can see it more clearly. Okay, so when I hit jump to answer, whoop, let me try that again. These 2 keys just appeared all of a sudden. If you click on the key, means answer key, right? If you click on those, it's going to show us the answers. But notice it marked it wrong up here. 0. It didn't say that before. Oh yeah, it did. I guess it did. All right. So anyway, we're wrong. 0 out of 1 point. Let's go back. Let's say, okay, show me what was the answer. Click on that. Oh, it was -5 and -8. Oh yeah, because 5 times 8 is 40, and that makes the 13. Right? You see the deal there? Let's go back. See why it was 5 and 8 here? Because if you factored it, 5 and 8, those multiply to be 40 and they add to be 13. So, right, those 2 numbers, 5 times 8, use your calculator, is 40, they add to be 13. And well, yeah, but why is it negative? It was -5 and -8, right? Well, because remember when you saw in the video, then you have to set each one equal to 0. Why? Because if 2 things multiply to equal 0, either one could be 0. Subtract 5 from both sides. Subtract 8. Got to solve for x, right? So the 2 answers are -5 and -8. Right. Okay. And if you put those on a line, here's 0. Oops, that wasn't very well done. Here's 0. Here's -5. Here's -8. So this is the larger one. And -8 is actually the smaller one. That's why the larger is the -5 and the smaller is the -8 actually. Right? More negative is smaller. And one more thing, do you see why when they multiply to equals, if I said, hey, I'm thinking of 2 numbers and I'm multiplying my 2 numbers, it's coming out 0. What does that mean? How can you multiply 2 things and the answer come out 0? Well, the first one could be 0 or the second one could be 0. That's what we're doing here. When these 2 things are multiplying to equal 0, the first one could be 0 or the second one could be 0. Either way, they'll multiply to be 0. Then we solve for x, solve for x. Those are the 2 answers. So that's what we need to do. Let's go back to the question now that's live and say, oh, okay, well, now I know it. So now you can click try a similar. Boom. Now, see it changed the numbers? Change the numbers a little bit. And it still says 0 of 1. Let me bring it back over here where I can write on it. And we'll give it a go. Now that we've seen the video, asked for the answer, probably we understand a lot better. So let's take this over here. X squared plus 12x plus 32 equals 0. So we got to do the double parenthesis thing, x is in the front, and say what numbers multiply to be 32? Well, I don't know. Use your calculator, 4 and 8, huh? And they add to be 12, so it's perfect. And then what do you do from there? You set each one to 0 separately, and then subtract 4 from both sides. Right, get x alone. You got to do the opposite to get x alone. So -4, -8. All right, the larger one comes first, so that'd be the -8 and then the -4. No, that's actually wrong, isn't it? If 0 is here, -4, -8. This is the larger. Larger means further to the right. This one is the smaller. It's more negative. So I've got to reverse those. The smaller is there. The larger is the -4. So there's the answers. So -4, -8. Let's go back. So -4, -8. Submit. Boom! Both are right. And now see what it says. It says 1 out of 1. Let me copy it back over again so you can see that. I want to make sure it's super clear for you here. Okay. So yeah, see it right here? It says 1 out of 1 point. You got it right. 1 out of 1. It's correct. 1 out of 1. It's right. Okay. So now what do you say? You know what? I got it, but I don't think I totally got it. I want to practice another one right now. Or maybe say, no, I'm going to go on to question 2. All right. Yeah, this one's a little different. I'll try that one. And then after you're done with the whole thing, you say, you know what? I don't really, I just barely have it. Let me go back. Or before the exam. Right before the exam, you're like, I want to practice this. What could you could click try a similar question. You say, oh, yeah, but I don't want to mess up my score. I hope you're hearing me right now. Hear this. This will help you. You will not mess up your score. Watch. Try similar. It made a new one. Actually, is that the same one? I think it is. I'm going to go jump to answer. So you'll say, well, that's okay, whatever. Yeah, that's exactly the same time. Let me go try similar. There, that's a different one. Anyway, my point is, watch me get it wrong. I'll go 7 and 4. How's that? Both are wrong. Both are wrong. You think, oh no, you wrecked your score. Really? Did we? Look in the upper right-hand corner. Let me show you. Let me bring it over here where I can circle the upper right-hand corner. I really want you to catch this. A lot of people miss this fact. This is a really nice homework system. And here's one of my favorite aspects of it. I just did it wrong. Whoops. Sorry. I just did it wrong. Those are wrong. See what it says here? Still full credit. It doesn't wreck it. You see, once you get a question right, it's good. You say, yeah, but it says 0. Yeah, that's your last try. It's saying, yeah, your last try was wrong, but we know at some point you got it right. So we're giving you full credit for this question number 1. Full credit. It doesn't matter if you miss it a million more times. You've got 1 out of 1, and that will not go away. You've got full credit. So this allows you practice at no risk to full credit. You've got it. You got full credit. You can practice, and it doesn't matter how many times you miss it. It's keeping you at full credit. So this is a very nice system. You can practice again and again and again. Once you get it right, it's full credit. You can practice after that, and it won't wreck your score. So it's all good. You can jump to the answer at any time you want, but then you're out of guesses. You have 3 guesses, or you can just jump to the answer and ask for a new one at any time. So it's a very user-friendly system.